Hello children, welcome to the new session. I hope you and your family are fine in these pandemic times. So before starting the chapter, I want to remind you that you all have studied about family in your earlier classes. Whenever we start the topic of family, so many questions are coming in our mind like what is a family? How many people are there in your family? Do you live with your grandparents? How many siblings do you have? So, can you tell me what is a family? Family, a group of people related by blood, makes a family. We learn values, good habits, and customs from our family. That is why family is called the first school of a child. You all have studied about types of a family like big family, small family, but in this lesson we are going to learn something more about that like similarities in a family, traits, inherited traits, acquired traits, relation with the family members and differently abled people. So now come on the topic of similarities in a family. The members of a family are similar to each other in various ways. They have some similar features and have some of the similar habits. This is called family resemblance. These can include hair color, tooth shape, foot size, muscle structure, and even likes and dislikes. These similarities pass from the parents to their children. Now come on the topic of traits. Have you ever heard about traits? Traits. Traits are distinct qualities or characteristics that distinguish us from others. These can be of two types. Inherited traits. Inherited traits are inherited from the parents and can be carried down to the next generation. One set of traits is inherited from the father and the other set from the mother. The combination of these inherited traits determines the actual characteristic that a person has, like eye color, height, shape of the nose, dimples, and even blood groups are example of inherited traits. Children, have you ever heard about Gregor John Mendel? Okay, a scientist named he was Gregor John Mendel, the first person to study inherited traits. While experimenting with the pea plants in his garden, he found that the inheritance of certain traits in pea plants follows particular patterns. If the peas are yellow in color, the baby plant would also have yellow peas. If the yellow pea plant is crossed with a green pea plant, the baby plant would also have the more dominant color, in this case yellow. His experiments become the foundation of the study of heredity. So now come on the topic of acquired traits. These traits mainly refer to our behavior, likes, dislikes and values. They cannot be passed down from one generation to another. For instance, we may not be able to inherit our parents' handwriting as it may have been acquired by them. Acquired traits also include lifestyle and food habits. Certain behaviors and help a person survive are also considered acquired. In a diverse country like India, we get different kinds of food in different places. Our food habits also get influenced by the place we are living in. We must respect the food habits of others. Now come on the topic of relation with the family members. As you know children, new relationships are formed once a child is born. People become mothers, fathers, grandmothers, grandfathers, brothers, sisters, aunts or uncles. Children grow well with the love and support of their family. Communicating well with each other in the family builds healthy relationships. In a family, each member contribute in making decisions, keeping in mind that every member's needs are met. So now come on the topic of differently abled people. Do you know children that many famous people in the world achieved success despite facing physical difficulties? We know every community is made up of people who have different needs. There are people who have some problems with their body that make it difficult for them to do things that other people can do easily. They are called differently abled people. These are people who cannot see, speak, or hear properly, and even those who cannot move freely on their own. These people need help to do these things. We should be more sensitive towards differently abled people. Public buildings, offices, hospitals, and even schools should be constructed keeping in mind their needs and safety. There are some differently able who are unable to hear and speak. How do you think they communicate? They use a sign language with the help of their fingers. Have you ever heard about Helen Keller? Okay. Helen Keller. Helen Keller was a famous author and teacher who could not see or hear. Let us something learn more about her. Helen Keller was a famous author and teacher who could not see or hear. She relied on her sense of touch instead of her sense of sight. Helen Keller's teacher, Annie Sullivan, taught Helen to read Braille. Do you know, children, what is a Braille? Braille is a writing system that helps people read by feeling with their hands. It was invented by a French educator, Louis Braille, who himself was blind. This system helps the blind to read and study different subjects and helps them achieve success in school. Braille is now accepted as the only form of written communication for the blind all over the world. It has 6 raised dots made in different combinations on paper that represent letters, punctuation marks, and symbols. The hands recognize what the sequences of dots represent, and by connecting the dots, words and sentences are formed. Braille is read by moving the hands from left to right along each line, usually by using the first finger of both hands. So, children, all of you understand about the topic of family, relationships with the family members, traits, and so on. So, now come on for home assignment. You have to learn these difficult words: characteristic, distinguish, inherited, acquired, influence, traditions, diverse, braille. And 2 questions are there. You have to search the answer and you have to give the answer, like, do you think you look like someone in your family? Whom do you resemble? And name the traits you have inherited from your parents. Now, thank you to all.